Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the JV Upper St. Clair versus Peters game. Thursday night, beautiful sunny night. And JVs are coming into this 3-0-1, dominating the teams that they have played and not scored upon yet. So they're continuing their streak from last year. And our starting lineup. At forwards, David McCurry and Garrett Gentner, coming off a red card suspension. He's back in the lineup. Eric Seach. And we've got Mark Mackey on the far side, John Walsh, and Shane Heil. Matthew Haas, center mid. And St. Clair takes the ball back to their defense. Jesse Poljak, Stephen Mackey, and Mike Worthy across the back. Peters takes control of the ball and moving in. JV teams played nice, smooth attack, ball possession. This should be a good test for them. A lot of these kids play against each other in cup. And Mike Worthy takes it out of trouble. Seach checks back. John Walsh grabs it and looks up for David McCurry. Battles for the ball. Turn over to Peters at midfield. Sends a long ball out of bounds. That's kind of the style Peters likes to play. Defense sending up to the forwards. And Jesse Poljak takes the throw. Garrett Gentner heads it. Dave McCurry heads it. Eric Seach heads it, trying to bring it down. Gentner looks inside, a lot of red shirts. John Walsh looks nicely outside. And Peters brings it inside. Another out of bounds throw. Turnover to the Panthers. Poljak, long throw in. Dave McCurry run over from behind. And we'll take a free kick from the midfield. Jesse Poljak steps up. Leaves the ball where it's at. And sends it up inside. Battled for by Peters. Poljak settles it down. Gentner bumped off the ball. Jesse Poljak taken down by Ted. Peters forward. And we'll take a free throw out. Poljak again looks far side. Inside to Matthew Haas, makes a turn. Nicely stepped around Tad. Looks inside. Shane Heil looks down the line to Garrett Gentner. He cuts behind the defense. Eric Seach steps in. Ball goes out of bounds off of Peters. Jesse Poljak taking the throw still. Drops it inside. David McCurry brings it down, sends it back. Jesse looking across. Matthew Haas makes a touch. Nobody back. Stephen Mackey, nice check back on the play. That would have been Poljak's position. Matthew Haas dropped it back. Nobody was home because he took the throw. Stephen Mackey still controls the ball. Chips up inside. Dave McCurry battles, chests it out. And we'll take a turnover by Peters coming back. We're 5 minutes into a scoreless first half of the JV game. Long throw down the left side. Peters heads it. Out of bounds. Turnover to St. Clair. Mike Worthy drops it in. John Walsh forward. Dave McCurry. Ball drops back. Worthy checks back to his defensive position and Walsh steps in. Nice change off of Peters. No, it's an exchange. Long throw. Mike Worthy on the chase. Sends it out of bounds off the Peters player. St. Clair trying to settle into their normal offense. Been balled up in their own end for about the first couple of minutes here. Worthy sends it to midfield. and looks over to the top. David McCurry, Eric Seach, goalkeeper, comes out to the top of the box, sends it out. Missed by Peters. Worthy going to send it outside to Mackey. Mackey looks inside to McCurry. McCurry puts a foot on it. Tries to shoulder it down. John Walsh sends to the corner. Dave McCurry on the run. Hard shield out. And it's corner. Good hustle by Dave McCurry. Put pressure on the back. Back made the little touch. Ball sent out of bounds. This will be the first set play. Who's going over for it? Garrett Gentner's going over to take the corner. This has been nice for the JVs when they've set up on set plays. They've had chances. Gentner will try to go over the top, looking for a header from Matthew Haas. Eric Seach crashing. Matthew Haas got a head on it, just like it was designed. Not real strong. Tad brings it out. Walsh delays the attack. Everybody settles back. Nice check back. Right-footed cross out, and it will be a goal kick. What's been nice, again, the domination of play by the JVs has let almost everybody off the bench play every game. Robert McCurry, the goalkeeper, takes the free kick, sends it to midfield, nicely done. Matthew Haas sends it forward. David McCurry on the chase. John Walsh stuffs the Peters player, goes out of bounds off them. And Panthers will take control at midfield. Mike Worthy inside the Matthew Haas, drops it back. Checks in, looking to change the field. Jesse Poljak settles it down. David McCurry, nice touch outside to Gentner. Looking for a cross. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be another corner. Garrett Gentner taking it now from the left side. Gentner drops the hand. Ball's fed in. Keeper tries to punch it. Off Eric Seach, out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick. Peters keeper sets up at the 6. He'll be sending the ball out. See what his distance is, and we can measure it, hopefully hold it in, lock it in. Nice out, wind behind him, clears to about midfield. Battle for the free ball, 50-50. On the push by John Walsh, we're going Peters' way. This is always, again, a good rivalry between the JVs because they do play cup against each other, and they also do crossover, occasionally the varsity. That was a push from behind. It worked. Stephen Mackey got a header on it as he went down, looking for the call. No call. Peters sets up, reaches in, ball clears, and Robert McCurry gathers it in. McCurry takes the punt, clears cross midfield to the 40, nicely done. Shane Howe settles it down. Ball goes outside, Peters sends inside, back outside. Looks for the cross inside in the middle. Stephen Mackey comes up with the ball. John Walsh crashes. Matthew Haas works it out. John Walsh with a nice poke. Shane Howe in the chase. Active players up front. Howe makes a steal, and David McCurry. Ball sent in. Matthew Haas heads it down. Settles for a Peters player for a shot. Off net. Robert McCurry gathers it in. Just crossing 10 minutes into the first half. Scoreless tie, Panthers and Peters Indians. Nice ball in. Gantner on the run. Mark Mackey made a nice cross and right-footed hit. Settling back, Matthew Hast. Inside to Shane Heil, looks inside, a lot of red shirts there. They tried to look at David McCurry. Couple of tight passes, we hit foot to foot. Matthew Hast goes up, and Gentner lets the ball go out of bounds for a white throw, and Panthers take the ball. Drops it into Matthew Hast. Sends up, look for Jonathan Walsh on the run. Nice step in by John Walsh. Dave McCurry taken down. This will be a free kick at about the 35-yard line on the field. And it'll be a chance for us to set up our line on the 18. We'll hold the 18, look for a feed in. Who's going to take the kicks? Looks like it's going to be Michael Worthy. He'll take an in-swinger with a right foot. Look for a scramble inside. Nice feed. Good ball. Settled down. Gentner's there. Somebody's got to settle it. McCurry takes it down. Sends a shot in. Wide to the left. Peters keeper will set it back into play. Fairly even game. Couple of chances, nothing overly dramatic. Keeper sends it out to the outside. It's going to hit. Peters did save it nicely. Jesse Poljak active in the back. Ball settled by Peters and sends a long ball on the run. Poljak's there, lets it go out of bounds, and it will be St. Clair ball. Jesse Poljak throws in, looks way over the top. Matthew Haas goes up nicely. Ball headed out. Peters brings it in. Jesse Poljak steps. Shane Howe recovers, made that play. Mark Mackey comes from the outside. Stephen Mackey settles it down. Eric Seach in the chase. Nicely turned. Didn't get the through ball. Dave McCurry was on the run. John Walsh real active up front. Outside, we're looking for Garrett Gentner off a touch from Heil. Gentner looks inside. Two men there. Walsh was open. Heil. Nicely done by Stephen Mackey. Matthew Haas steps in. Volleys the ball outside to Mark Mackey. Stepped in by Peters. Off the Peters player, out of bounds. Substitution for St. Clair will be Jay Horton coming in for Shane Heil. Seach does a nice shield. Comes out a double team. And John Walsh plays it off to Peters' defender. Mike Worthy takes the throw. Goes to the corner. Eric Seach is there. Can he cross it? Drops it back. Matthew Haas heads it into the box. Dave McCurry tries to turn. Defender works on it. We're still trying to play the ball softly in the center. Gentner comes in. Tries to take a shot. Hooked it slightly left. It's good play. Garrett had a nice lane to go for. St. Clair's creating chances. It's been kind of forte, create chances. A couple of games we've had chances and finished them. This one again, we're waiting for that first one to go in. 0-0 scoreless tie, just crossing 16 minutes left in the first half of this JV Peters and St. Clair game. Matthew Haas heads it down. Handball, very blatantly going up and knocking it down with a hand. Almost like a volleyball spike. Okay, Michael Worthy takes the free kick, dropping it in, and David McCurry heads it out of bounds. These set plays, we are playing a nice position. There's usually somebody there for a header. If the ball starts into a scramble, we're trying to get some feet on it. Keeper will send it out. Line drive to about the 45, helped out by defense. Stephen Mackey on the chase from the back. Worthy heads it down. John Walsh sends it up. Mark Mackey on the outside. Nicely done. Traps the ball, looks for David McCurry. Ball goes out of bounds off the Peters defender. Okay, Peters will take the throw from the far side and drop it in. Tad heads it up. Jay Horton makes a touch. Matthew Haas comes out of that. Gentner helps clean it up. Across to Mike Worthy. Good ball control, good look, has plenty of time. Tried to look for Eric Seach on the run. And the call goes St. Clair way. Again, another chance from about the 40-yard line to drop it in about the 18, a little bit further so we can get a chance on the goalkeeper. Worthy sends it in. Matthew Haas in there. Traffic. Gentner takes the player down on an inadvertent trip. And Peters will bring the ball out. Ball brought out to midfield. Jesse Poljak steps in, gets the call. Stephen Mackey puts the ball into play, sends it over to Mike Worthy. Mike Worthy inside to Matthew Haas. This has been some nice play up there. Seach steps around, couldn't gather it with him. John Walsh helps. Sends Mark Mackey across. Nice cross and play. Keeper had a chance to see that one, intercepted. Almost looked like Mark Mackey came from an offside position, gotten away with that, and that was good. John Walsh traps, sends Mackey down the wing. Good speed by Mark, trips it inside. Walsh is going to step up. Worthy intercepts. And a reset. Drops inside. Peters tries to go long through ball. Mike Worthy comes out of that play nicely. Tried to look to David McCurry. Jay Horton goes up. Stephen Mackey makes a stop, sends it forward nicely. Peters gathers it. Ball over the top. Headed back by Worthy. Keeper can carry it. Nicely done. Robert McCurry takes the punt across midfield. Seach and McCurry looking for it. David McCurry heads it forward. Play it back to the keeper. He has to play with his feet. Slices it off the side. Gentner steps up. Matthew Haas gathers it. Looks. Plays inside. Ball goes down the side. Mike Worthy look for the corner. And out of bounds. Goal kick. We're setting up like it's going to be a corner. Must have glanced off the Peters defender as it went by. Gentner going to the corner. And we've got Walsh, McCurry, Hast, Horton, and Seach lined up at the 18, waiting on this ball coming across. And Mackey there too. Matthew Haas has a head on it, going the wrong way. Walsh sends it forward. Horton. And we got Mark Mackey wide open there. Kind of took a half volley shot. Ball was bouncing. I'd like to see them be able to drive that ball. Ball punted out. Matthew Haas plays it back. Stephen Mackey pushed forward by Tad. Second foul of the day on an overrun. And Jesse Poljak brings it in for a restart for St. Clair. Sends it softly across Steve Mackey. Plays it off Tad. Chips inside. Matthew Haas. Forward to John Walsh. Ball goes down the outside. Jesse Poljak on the chase. Ball crossed in. Robert McCurry has a clean look. The offensive player does cut in front of him just enough to let him know he's there. And we're winding down. 9 minutes left in a scoreless first half. Peters and St. Clair punts across the 40-yard line. Call goes against McCurry. Peters coming back with a free kick. Peters will take this from about their own 40-yard line. Over the top. Heads it inside. On the push, third foul by Tad in the last 5 minutes. Ball over the top. See if McCurry can put this in chase. Gentner active. Stephen Mackey foots it down nicely. Sends inside to John Walsh. Intercepted. Looks outside. Mike Worthy going to take the pressure off. Sends it out of bounds for a restart. Peters will take the throw. In the offensive zone at about the 20-yard line of St. Clair. Peters on the sub. St. Clair on the sub here also. Let's see who's coming in. Kevin Lynch. And Shane Howe back in. And looks like we got Jordan Kuntz up on the defense. Mackey steps in. Eric Seach on a battle. Nicely won. Good position. Good body strength. Stephen Mackey comes out of that back line. In control. Nicely done. Has Lynch on the run. Out of bounds on Peters. Jesse Poljak going to take a long throw in. Looks inside. Matthew Haas the target. Settles down. Nobody there. Okay. Shane Howe almost got a left foot on. Was kind of off balance. Sends it out of bounds. Peters kick. Keeper's going to send this ball out. Walsh heads it. Shane Howe goes up nicely. And Gentner's on the run. Cuts it back. Goes 1-on-3. Lynch tries to battle it out. We've got a chance. John Walsh feathers it in. Who's going to take the shot? Somebody got to get a shot off. Hopefully these guys are going to figure this out for the second half, that there's plenty of red shirts in the middle between the hash marks. They got to work the ball outside, do some crosses, free up and loosen this defense up. Throws inside to Seach off his back. Out of bounds. Throws in. John Walsh active. Ball goes inside. Matthew Haas takes body to body, nicely done. Recovered by Gentner, sends across to Seach. Seach looks inside. Jordan Kuntz on the run. Lynch sends it back. Got to follow this play up. Ball out of bounds off of Peters. Winding down to 5 minutes left in the first half. Scoreless. Panthers versus the Indians of Peters. Headed out by Peters. Sent back in. Stephen Mackey. Ball goes over the top. Keeper comes out. Top of the box. Short punt about the 45-yard line. Headed back. Good body on body. John Walsh sends it outside. Jordan Kuntz gives the ball up to Michael Worthy. Looks forward for an attack. Seach makes a stop. Ball goes out of bounds off Peters. We've got to mount an attack here in these last 4 minutes. Start putting the pressure on. Throw in. Jordan Kuntz makes a turn off the player. Out of bounds. Okay, substitution. Jay Horton goes in. Matthew Hast out. Throw in over the top. Ball drops in. Peters sends it out of bounds. Michael Worthy drops it across. Jay Horton sends it inside. Garrett Gentner drops it back. Jesse Poljak sends it in. Eric Seach looking in front. Tries to feather across. Again, 3 defenders on him. Not letting him make a good turn. Stephen Mackey playing tough in the back, in the middle on a grab. We're going to take a free kick. 3 minutes winding down the half. Takes a quick start. Catches Seach on the run. Nicely done. Seach sends it across. Too far for Garrett Gentner. That was a good quick start by Stephen Mackey. Peters throws in deep. Heads over the top. Horton brings it down. Jesse Poljak looks inside. Shane Howell. Stephen Mackey feeds it over the top. Goalkeeper comes out, makes a stop. Clears a short line drive to midfield. Peters on the run. Robert McCurry comes to the top of the box. No chase by Peters. McCurry sends it out. Headed back by Peters. 2 minutes winding down the half, and Peters is looking to start an attack. Garrett Gentner playing back nicely. Active. Ball headed up by Kuntz. Horton behind. Ball still loose. Kuntz sends it up to the 30-yard line. And reset by Peters at midfield. Peters looked to send it in. Shane Howell, nice pressure, steals the ball. Kevin Lynch looks inside with a left foot, plays it off the Peters player. Winding down, 1.5 minutes left in the first half. Scoreless. Peters and Upper St. Clair. Jay Horton tries to step in. Jesse Poljak off his foot. Oh, nice cross and play. Ball is up. Robert McCurry comes out to the top of the box. Redirects the ball. Again, with 1 minute left to play, we don't want to have a late goal here. Peters mounting an attack. Poljak, body on body. Shane Howe. Poljak steps in again, staying active. Forearm to back. Kevin Lynch got away with that one. Couple of non-calls here that could have been. Poljak sends it up to Gentner. Gentner heads it in. Another chance here on a turning shot. Nice step in by Steve Mackey. Ball's open. You got 30 seconds to make a run. Kevin Lynch sets back to Shane Howell. Over the top to Eric Seach. Battles the ball at midfield. Peters gathers it in. Looks to make a last-ditch effort here with 17 seconds left.
10, 9, 8.
Outside, 16 crosses inside. We got to clear this ball just to keep a chance from happening. Okay, and a scoreless first half, Panthers and Peters Township Indians. Okay, we're picking up play just the start of the second half. Peters JVs versus Upper St. Clair at St. Clair. Scoreless tie. A couple of chances. Decent pressure. Looking inside, Matthew Haas makes a touch. Sends it up forward, looking for a cutter. Goalkeeper gathers it in. Changing goalkeepers coming out. Matthew Haas makes a trap. Left outside too quick. Tad looks down into a corner. Stephen Mackey on the run, nicely done. Controls it forward. Stepped in. Mike Worthy gives him help. Ball sent up. Garrett Gentner looks inside to David McCurry. David McCurry called on the push. Ball going in at the 40-yard line for Peters. Setting the lineup up for the second half. Eric Seach and Dave McCurry up front. Mids will be Mark Mackey, Garrett Gentner, Shane Howell. Ball headed up. Bobby Reynolds steps in. He's a second half starter. Matthew Hast in the middle. And the defenders, Jesse Poljak. Ball goes over the top. Robert McCurry in goal makes the save. Stephen Mackey on the other center defender. And Mike Worthy on the right. McCurry sends it out the midfield, hits the ground. Seach and chase. Heads it down. Looking forward. We're clustered, not showing a whole lot of space here. Matthew Haas gathers it in. Tries to feed Seach. Defended well. Ball's over the top. Missed an offside call possibly here. And nice hand save by Robert McCurry. Sends it wide on the break. That was timed pretty close. On the angle, kind of looked like a step offside, but we'll take that. Great save by Robert McCurry. Ball fed over the top for Tad, goes in on goal, makes the shot. McCurry tips it out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Peters. Corner goes in, lots of bodies. Ball goes up off of Peters' head. And it'll be goal kick coming out. McCurry sets it down at the 6. Again, this has been probably the sternest test that St. Clair's seen. The Bethel game was 0-0, but we dominated, just didn't score. Other 3 games that we have won have been mainly played in the other team's offensive zone. Peters mounting an attack and have come out here the second half trying to make something happen. Shane Howell up to Seach. Looks across. Matthew Haas in the middle, controls the ball. Slide tackled away. Stephen Mackey comes from behind. Worthy settles it down, sends it across to Poljak, who's open. Poljak up to Shane Howell. Trapped by Peters. Ball drops outside. Sends it inside. Step. Nice kick save by Robert McCurry. Went down. Again, 2 front. There are definitely some point blank chances here that Robert McCurry stood up to the task. Partially, defenders again are letting these guys sneak through on through balls. We're a step late on a lot of these plays. Okay, now Mike Worthy has green to run. He's bringing the ball up. Nice, sends it forward. Garrett Gentner gathers it. Now we can set up in the offensive zone. Ball goes up. Seach overruns it. Drops it back to him. Makes a play. Gentner looking for open space. Feeds it in. McCurry tries to make a turn. Too slow. Two defenders collapse on him. Nice play. We finally got some transition out of this game. Throw in by Poljack. Look for Haas. Step in by Peters. Haas gathers it down. Mackey across. Ball goes out of bounds off of St. Clair. Shane Howe sends it out. Peters will take the throw over the top. Poljack heads it up. Jesse, smaller man, battling there. We have numbers back. We're giving them space to make their play. Tad makes the cross, too far. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a free kick for the goalkeeper. St. Clair again needs to step this pace up a little bit. I think they can outplay Peters, but they're just playing to that level right now. Ball goes outside. Kevin on the run. Tries to drop the ball in. Stephen Mackey sends it out to reset. So far in these first 7 minutes, it's been all Peters. Worthy comes through nicely, open field. Everybody was trapped in. Can we find a runner? Worthy carries the midfield, looks outside. Bobby Reynolds, nice. Makes a cut back. We still got numbers going. Carried, couple steps, too long. McCurry makes a stop. Ball out of bounds off of Peters. Mackey drops it in. Is McCurry going to look to the box? Matthew Haas heads it over the top to Seach. Again, somebody's going to step in and take that shot. Worthy back, measures it, lets the ball go out of bounds, shields it. Drops in, Matthew Haas works it hard nicely, sends it up to McCurry. Shane Howe gets open space. Mackey was going down the line, never got through. Haas heads it back into Seach. Ball trapped up to the forwards. Peters looks for a runner. Stephen Mackey, nice stop. Ball out of bounds, over the top. Peters getting a little bit more physical, feeling their oats here. They do have the advantage in play for these first 10 minutes so far. Ball never went in. It'll be a Peters throw. Mike Worthy heads it out after the errant throw-in. Peters will take the offensive throw. Drops inside. Mark Mackey working. Jesse Poljack sends it up. Shane Howe, nicely done. McCurry's on the run. Good shoulder to shoulder. Out off of Peters. Good transition. John Walsh in for Garrett Gentner. Poljack takes the throw over the top. Walsh tries to feed it in. Mackey brings it down. Peter sends it out. Tad's in open field. Got to keep a body on him. Looks outside. Kevin on the run. Stephen Mackey step for step. Robert McCurry comes out and bangs it off of Stephen Mackey. Peters drops the ball in. Tries to cross. Bobby Reynolds a little bit late. And Jesse Poljak gathers it in. He has space. Up to Reynolds. Poljak plays it off to Peters' defender. And St. Clair will take the throw. Poljak over the top to Seach. Playing back to the net out at midfield, trapping the ball nicely. Inside to Walsh. St. Clair's been good at changing the field in the other games. So far, they're trying to force this play right now. And it's a direct kick for Peters. Ball drops in. Poljak sends it out. Shane Howell, nice trap. Sends it in the middle to Walsh. Walsh outside. Mark Mackey carries down the side. Tries to drop it in to McCurry. Okay, we've got substitutes coming in for St. Clair. Kevin Lynch and Sean Pulaski. Pulaski makes the touch. Throws his body around. Ball drops out. Poljak on the run. Peters knocks it out of bounds. Jesse Poljak, long throw down the line. Reynolds watches it drop. And Peters knocks it out of bounds. Poljak will try it again. Reynolds on the run. Drops in. Shane Howell over the top. Kevin Lynch. Matthew Hast feeds it across. Pulaski drops it down. Worthy sends it in. McCurry over the top. Nice effort. That ball was following the plane of the goal. Keeper sends it over the top of the crossbar. It's kind of a strange play. A ball got headed softly up by David McCurry. Was sagging down over the plane of the goal. And the keeper made a last-ditch effort to punch it out. Gentner's going to take the in-swinger from the far side. Reynolds. Ball sent out. Worthy sends it back in nicely. Everybody's on side. Lynch cuts it back. 1-on-3. Sends it in. McCurry tries to trap it. Wants to turn. Left foot way out of bounds off mark. Deflection off of Peters. It's going for a corner. David McCurry wasn't totally turned. Made that attempt at a shot. Gentner making a play on the corner. Sends it in. Sorry, that's been Walsh taking the corner. Sorry, Gentner's out. Tried the in-swinger, headed up by St. Clair. And we're crossing 16 minutes left in the first half. Scoreless. Peters and the St. Clair Panthers. Couple of set plays gave us some chances here, but the better the offensive play has been Peters' way. Matthew Haas steps in. Worthy brings it down. Pulaski plays it out of bounds, and Peters will take the throw. Ball brought back in. Jesse Poljak goes up, body on body, makes a big effort. Slide tackle. Going to be talked to about that one by the referee, and we're going the other way. $15 minutes left in the second half of a scoreless 0-0 game. Panthers and the Indians. Big high ball over the top. John Walsh was looking for it. Ball goes out of bounds off of Peters. Pulaski brings it in. Lynch shields nicely. We're looking for a cross. Waited too long on the volley, and Peters knocked it out of bounds, but we'll take the corner. Walsh changed sides, and he's going to take it here. We got to delay the runs, make a hit. Somebody's going to find the net. Pulaski makes the drop. Somebody hit the shot. Kevin Lynch hits the defender. Two forwards for Peters are on the run. Ball kept in bounds. Worthy steps in. Looks for a runner. McCurry's off. St. Clair will bring the ball up. I'm sorry, Peters is bringing the ball up. Trying to gain about 6 yards. Referee drops him back. Peters brings it out. Poljak brings it down. Looks forward. McCurry makes the touch, gets his leg taken out. Poljak body to body. Reynolds on chase. Ball steps in and a shot. Man's offside. Peters man offside by a step. Shot went wide after the whistle. Robert McCurry will bring it out. Crosses midfield. Off of Worthy on a hand call. Okay, Peters will take the free kick about the 25-yard line. He's going to hook it in with a left foot. Everybody's in at about the 12-yard line. Ball goes in, sails up and over, hits the football goal post out of bounds. It'll be a free kick by Robert McCurry. So far, this has been kind of the flattest that the JVs have played. McCurry sends it out the side. Pulaski and Chase tries to keep it in. Does. No. Lost control on the header. Tried to retrieve. Ball flicked back. Stephen Mackey sends it back up. Walsh on Chase. Okay, finally comes out of a control with John Walsh. Heil drops it outside nicely to Worthy. Worthy has space. Looks to change the field. It was nice. Matthew Haas set up, running down the hash mark. Sends across, no runner coming in. It was more set up for a run than a shot coming down the hash marks. And we're winding down to 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes left in the second half. Hey, yeah, there's no lights on out here. No standard lights. This is kind of amazing. We don't have any lights on yet. Sun's gone down. Okay, we've got, oh man. Garrett Genner just substituted in after a little bit of a blow. Had nice speed, nice legs going down the outside, taken down by a defender. Probably call that a good foul. But St. Clair was on the run nicely. Okay, Gentner will take this like a corner kick, starting at about the 10-yard line on the football field. Gonna hook it in. Some bodies looking for a goal. Matthew Hast in there. Ball gets sent out by the defender. We had a lot of white shirts looking. Mike Worthy makes a nice step around. Sends it up. Cross by Kevin Lynch behind the goal. Set up for a cross, nicely done, but went behind the net. We're now at 9 minutes left in the first half, or second half, I'm sorry. Scoreless tie. Peters JVs versus St. Clair JVs. Eric Seach steps in. Push from behind when he went up for the header. And St. Clair will take the kick at about the 33-yard line. This will be the center of the hash marks. Again, another set play that we have a chance to get the ball, settle it down, take a quality shot at the net. Mike Worthy's going to drop it in. Matthew Hast out on the keeper. Keeper punches it. Matthew Hast, Dave McCurry were on it. Tad's on the run. Worthy's got a clear, nicely done. We got numbers here for Peters coming up. Jesse Poljak makes a nice play. Peters goes up and over. It was definitely the right call. Jesse Poljak played the ball nicely, and the Peters offensive player went up and over hard. Not playing the ball. Okay, Worthy takes the kick, drops into Matthew Haas, makes a turn. Nicely done, stepped on his heels. Steps in, Matthew Haas has some fire, let's go. Pulaski sends it down, nice Lynch, get to the ball, make a cross. Out of bounds off of Peters, it'll be a throw. First show of some activity from the forwards and mids working together here. And we've got Brian Tomachek stepping in a defensive play. Plenty of red shirts back on defense. Tomachek, fresh legs, comes in, forces an error in the back. Winding down to 7 minutes left in the second half. This is a chance for us. Throw in, mishandled, straight to the keeper. Keeper takes the punt. Matthew Hess heads it down, looks for Seach. Peter steps in. Seach makes a nice steal back, going down forward. Walsh is there. Sends up to Seach. We got Lynch on the run. Can it feather through? No, too soft to pass. It's a nice idea. Play was there. Gentner sends it in. Late slide tackle. We're not going to get a corner out of that one, even though it looked like Peters may have gotten a piece of it. Six minutes left in the second half. Peters substitute. Scoreless, Peters Indians versus St. Clair Panthers Junior Varsity. Seach comes across, heads it out nicely. Pulaski on the run, heads it forward to himself. Tries to make a cross in. Lynch is there, dummies it. David McCurry sends it up over the goalpost. That was a nice play. David, I think, had more time than he took that off the volley. He might have been able to settle it down, try to get a hard kick, but made the attempt on the volley, sent it over top of the crossbar. Keeper sending it out. On the push by Seach, Peters will take the ball. Peters sends over the top. Jesse Poljak heads it up. Gentner makes the chase to send it out the side for a throw-in. Saved the corner on that one, but it's a deep throw-in for Peters Township Indians. Throw drops in. Matthew Haas heads it out. Gentner sends it up. Can McCurry make the chase? St. Clair, quick start. Lynch drops the ball. McCurry battles through. Walsh on the chase. Nice speed, nice position. Drops it out to Tomacek. Tomacek looks up. Drops into Walsh. Up to Seach. Some good touches. Seach looked. Matthew Hast, open field. Sends across to Gentner. Gentner tries to feed in. It's McCurry battle. Misses the header. Gets the header that time. Keeper makes an easy save. 4 minutes winding down in the second half of a scoreless game. Tomacek tried to measure it. Worthy makes the header. Poljak in chase. Matthew Haas clears out nicely. Lynch drops it in. McCurry shielded. Keeper comes out to the top of the box, makes the pickup. We're playing in semi-darkness here. One standard of lights is coming on. Not sure if we're going to get the rest on before the end of this JV game. Nice drop in. Pulaski's on side. Can he cross it? Weakly down. Peter sends it out. Didn't really have to, but they did. Lynch is out. Stephen Mackey comes in for an offensive player up front. John Walsh battling. We need to look to the net. Stephen Mackey active, nicely done, taken down. We're going to take a free kick here. Big chance with 2.5 minutes left in the second half. Mackey hooks it in. Matthew Haas is there. Keeper came out and made the save. Needed to go up in front of him, not behind him. Nice effort. Worthy brings it down, gets clipped on the way by. Matthew Haas. Gentner sends it up. McCurry on the chase. Tomacek brings it down. Plays it inside. Walsh. Nice look. McCurry sends it outside nicely. Misses the outside play. We'll take a deep throw here with just under 2 minutes. Sends it in. Stephen Mackey drops back to Hast. Into Mackey. Mackey looks for a shot. Drops it over. Gentner looking to cross it in. Is he going to carry? Carries all the way into the keeper. Loose. Somebody's got to make that hit. Seach and Mackey stand there. Had a chance. Defender stepped in. There's a definite takedown here. Big chance. 1.5 minutes left in the game. We've got to step this up and get set. Set play from the 15-yard line. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Time is ticking down. This could be a last chance. They don't have a full 10 yards right now, asking for it. Seach is going to take the kick. Crashes past. Missed outside the post. Winding down to 50 seconds left in a scoreless tie. This could be a last stop. Send it back in. Try for a chance. Zach Wilson sends it out. Peters brings it down, sends it into the other zone. Worthy turns it around. Pulaski keeps it in. McCurry tries to send him to the corner. Big over the head kick by Tad. Nice up by Worthy. Nicely done. Poljak makes a nice stop.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And this game's going to wind down to a scoreless tie. Peters and St. Clair, the JV game.